He's the founder and the CEO of the Sikh group. Talking about the programs, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੀ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਮੈਂ ਇਹੀ ਲਫ਼ਜ਼ ਰਿਪੀਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਟਰੋਡਕਸ਼ਨ ਗੈਸਟ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਬੜਾ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਬੜਾ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਟਿਵ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਆਪਣੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ 'ਚ ਅਚੀਵ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਵਾਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਮੈਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਆਪਣੀ ਫੀਡਬੈਕ ਦਿਆ ਕਰੋ ਇਟਸ ਆਲਵੇਜ਼ ਨਾਈਸ ਟੂ ਨੋ ਕਿ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਛਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ
ਅਕਾਲ ਚੈਨਲ ਨੂੰ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰੋ ਨਵੀਂ ਵੀਡੀਓਜ਼ ਦੀ ਨੋਟੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਬੈਲ ਆਈਕਨ ਨੂੰ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰਨਾ ਨਾ ਭੁੱਲਣਾ
Sri Akaal. My name is Paljali.
And my name is Preeti Kaur.
So let's swagat karde in the late show.
Welcome again for another inspirational show.
It's always ਸਾਨੂੰ feel ਹੁੰਦਾ inspiration ਹੁੰਦਾ but I'm not sure. It's always nice to have a feedback. ਸਾਡੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ watch ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਮੈਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਆਪਣੀ feedback ਦਿਆ ਕਰੋ. It's always nice to know ਕਿ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਛਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ. Talking about the programs, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੀ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਮੈਂ ਇਹੀ ਲਫ਼ਜ਼ ਰਿਪੀਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਟਰੋਡਕਸ਼ਨ ਗੈਸਟ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਬੜਾ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਬੜਾ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਟਿਵ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਆਪਣੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ 'ਚ ਅਚੀਵ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਲਾਸਟ ਵੀਕ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਡਿਮੈਂਸ਼ੀਆ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਲੋਟ ਆਫ ਪੀਪਲ ਸੀਮ ਟੂ ਐਪਰੀਸ਼ੀਏਟ ਦੈਟ ਕੁਝ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਕੁਝ ਫਾਈਨੈਂਸਿਸ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਬਜੈਕਟ ਕਰਨੇ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਉਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਹੋ ਸਕੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਤੀ isn't it?
That's right. But today's quite a different subject today.
I must say कि प्रीति ना वैसे हम काफ़ी सेटल हो गई है और मैंने काफ़ी मदद कर दी है टू फाइंड द गेस्ट वगैरह सारा कुछ तो पहला कल्ला मेरे सिर ते हुंदा सी I'm glad you taking responsibility very nice of you
Thank you
No it's really good honestly you know one can see the commitment कि प्रीति होने वाकई part of the team channel अपना मन दे
I know it's a bit daunting at first
चलो ठीक है चलो no wasting the time ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ guest बहुत important guest ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਟਰੋਡਿਊਸ ਕਰਨੇ ਸਮਥਿੰਗ ਵੈਰੀ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਸਮਥਿੰਗ ਅੱਛਾ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਾਈਕ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਸਰਦਾਰ ਨਵਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਦੀ ਫਾਊਂਡਰ ਐਂਡ ਦ ਸੀਈਓ ਆਫ ਦੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਦਾ ਤੇ ਭਾਜੀ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਯੂ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ ਭਾਜੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਨਾ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਮਕਸਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਏ ਹੋ I want to get down to that ਪਰ ਉਹ ਜਰਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਫ ਯੂ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਫਰਮ ਯੋਰ ਬਰਥ ਪਲੇਸ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਜਨਮ ਹੋਇਆ ਨਾ then I'm trying to find out ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਰਸਤੇ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਯਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਖੁਦ ਦੱਸ ਦੋਗੇ
Basically I am born and bred in South London, Croydon, but the family originally from East Africa, Kenya.
ਮੇਰੇ ਪਿੰਡੋਂ ਆਏ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਤੇ ਬੜਾ you know ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਿੰਡੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਆਂਦਾ you just click on so naturally ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਹਾਂਜੀ So Dad was working for the police in throughout the whole of Kenya and in 1968 was asked to move to the UK and came straight into the Metropolitan Police where he did many years of service.
Don't remember me asking you another key naam siga waise uda
Sham Singh Bansal.
Sham
Singh Bansal.
Something Bansal. Don't think that bala anyway देर दी गल होनी है पहले early 60s 70s दी गल होगी है ना
Yeah 68 69 and we've been living in South London ever since.
He worked for the Met Police as well.
Hanji.
That's good.
Yeah, he's one of the first officers.
With the star turban de la.
Hanji, pure Gursikh, Hanji.
That must have been a time as well.
Hana?
That must have been a hard time coming into the UK.
No, but were there any other Sikhs with the Met?
No. Definitely, I think Dad was one of the first to join the Met in those days, Hanji.
Okay.
That's a big accomplishment as well. That's
Definitely.
a big accomplishment.
Definitely. Anyway, to see education you took in South London.
Pretty much in South London, yes. Went to university in London and then started employment. And then I think it was in 2006 when we launched the first edition of the Sikh directory.
I'm just going to stop you there. What did you study? Did you go to university, did you say?
Yes, studied product management.
Right,
consumer
product management.
Yep.
And you're now doing?
Marketing, sales, marketing, some call it media. We've got a whole vast variety of ventures that we're promoting at the moment.
When you went to university, did you know that you was going to get into what you're doing now?
No idea.
No, not now. But let's go down to the Sikh directory. They're both important. I think it's very good concept जो तुसी कर दिया. Really good कि अपने सिख बारे सोचे एक सारे. You only have to have one directory. You will know all the Sikhs in the UK. की कर दे की नहीं कर दे. How did that idea came to your mind?
So at the time I was working for an estate agents in Mayfair in central London.
Estate agent?
I was working as an estate agent and I was working for a Jewish fellow who was very spiritual and into his faith and I actually saw a copy of a Jewish directory there and that's where I got the idea from that there needs to be something for our community and when I had the idea and realised there was no such thing for our community at that time, the first person I approached was Bhai Sahib Mahinder Singh Ji from Guru Nanak Naskam Seva Jatha, who's still currently my mentor, guides me and makes sure that everything is above board and within line with the Sikh principles.
Priti, मैं तेरे बहुत important गल करदा हूं. You know, जदों ਅਸੀਂ कहना अंदर लाइफ हिस्ट्री तो शुरू करी है इस तरह मैंने पूछे तुसी क्यों लिखी काते लिखी डायरेक्टरी वगैरह, it doesn't make sense. ਹੁਣ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ he was working in central London, then Jewish ਕੋਈ another friend ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ Jewish ਦੀ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟਰੀ ਸੀਗੀ. So you know how accidentally you meet people and those brilliant idea comes to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਏਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੋ ਲਾਈਫ 'ਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਾ totally inspiring ਹੋਵੇ, totally different howe. Tell me how many people would have thought about doing this?
No one would. It's like out of the blue.
What year was this?
Well, I started researching and producing a directory in 2003. So the first one took about 3 years to make.
But how did you have any help in that? How did you start? But that's what you start kidan ki.
Before you started before.
You're taking me back. You're taking me back now. Many years. It was a lot of cold calling. I mean, look, we're around the corner from Southall Broadway now. So when I was working as an estate agent, you used to have 1 day off in the week. On my day off, I'd come to Southall Broadway and I'd walk into a shop and I'd ask, is the owner of this business a Sikh?
Oh my God, cold calling sorry, huh?
If they were, if they were Sikh, then I would sit down with them and tell them what I'm doing. And if they weren't, you know, the community in Southall and all around the UK are so friendly, they'll turn around to me and say, no, we're not Sikh, I'm a Hindu or I'm a Muslim, but if you go next door, there's a Sardaji there, they may be to help you. And that's how we built up the first one.
What did you say to them? Because you're like, for them, you're a stranger and you're asking these questions. Well, how did you feel? How did you get it?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed meeting new people. And like I say, there was no one who was rude or anything, and everybody was helpful, and they could see at that time I was a young boy and they wanted to assist me.
You're still young anyway.
Yeah.
I was still half all young, yes. So, yeah, everybody helped me and managed to get around.
As you said, this is years ago, a long time ago. But you know, with so lucky, especially Sikhs are so hardworking all around the world. Jithe bhi jante na, they make their name and they make a big business. Hunte to see every other shop, it's Sikh shop again Southall, especially the Birmingham Southall gal karo, which is highly populated with the Sikh community there now. The pehla ta thonu thodi walk karni pe, you don't even have to walk 10 minutes. You'll find a lot of, honestly.
That's right. You go into one shop and there's 12 shops, but
yes.
it makes things easier.
Yeah.
But
at that time it was hard. You had to do a lot of groundwork.
There was a lot of groundwork, a lot of research, which is why the first one took about 3 years to actually compile. Because once you did London, you had to hit up north. You had to do Birmingham, Leicester, Coventry, Wolverhampton, and
but who was you
Glasgow.
Targeting?
Sikhs, Sikh
no,
business
but
owners.
which kind of businesses?
Everything and anything, as long as it's owned by a Sikh. So the concept of the Sikh directory is that it's just like Yellow Pages. So no matter what company you contact, it's going to be owned or part owned by a Sikh.
Fantastic.
So that's the most important thing, because if you look at a name, for example, Charles Simmons Solicitors, you would not know that that is owned by a Sikh because it's called Charles Simmons. But because it's in the Sikh directory, you can guarantee that business is owned by a Sikh.
But you know, this is such a brilliant idea, I'm telling you, such a great idea. But you know, jadon cheez ban jandi hai, so easy to know, chalo ho gaya koi nahi. But you need to think ke kis tarah insaan sochda, how do you get to this nitty-gritty things, how much miles you travel, how much miles you walk through, you meet people, sometimes probably people want to shut the door in your face, a lot of things that might not have happened. I'm just saying it could have happened.
Yeah, I'm lucky the name opened a lot of doors. As soon as you say you're from the Sikh directory and you're in front of a Sikh businessman,
exactly,
they're going to pay attention. So, yeah, I mean, we've been doing that for 13 years now, but in the UK and Europe.
Misha, I'm so proud and honoured to be part of Akaal Channel. The world would have known that Navdeep ne UK ki kita hai. And this is why you're here today, because mera te preeti da idea sirf hai ki jehde bhi bande yada da hard work karde na, I want to share that with all the Sikhs in the world.
Yes, 100%.
All the Sikhs in the world. So that, you see, it's not okay, ek tarah da main tonu highlight karda pe. In a point. Then people, you'll be like a role model. The youngsters out there going to think, my God, this is brilliant. Let me think something totally different now. Yeah. You're going to inspire people out there who are watching us.
Hopefully, that's what we're looking to do.
No, but you inspired me and Preeti anyway. Preeti,
and you?
We are inspired.
Of course.
So this is a big year for us with the directory, especially because in April this year, we are launching the first international version of a directory. So I travel a lot now with what I'm doing. So now you can be in California or you can be in Chandigarh. If you download the Sikh directory app, you can type in hotel, the nearest Sikh.
One directory internationally.
Yep.
But tell me, you're doing this for a number of years now. Has any community done that?
Not on a global scale.
Not on a global scale.
I've helped other communities and other faiths set up directories within their community since I started, which has always been an honour.
Did they come approach you to help?
They did, yes. After seeing the success of the directory and how the branding and everything was out there in the marketplace, I've been approached by other communities and happily assisted them in doing the same. But with regards to taking it global, it's because of the network that we've now built that we can now take this platform internationally, and we've already got hundreds of companies from Kenya, America, India, all already coming on board for the launch in April.
How long did you started? How long ago now?
The directory, 13 years.
International?
It's been about 7 months.
Only 7 months?
Yeah.
What do you anticipate? How long is going to...
This is going to be a lifetime thing, because we're now not only just printing, we're going online and we're making an app. Like I say, we're hoping for people to download the app. When they go to another country, they can either search for the nearest Gurdwara or they can search for the nearest car repair shop or hotel or anything that they want to work with or give something back to the Sikh community.
No, honestly, I am so impressed, I'm so speechless. It's Mr. Google. Honestly, especially for the Sikh community, that.
This is amazing.
To see Google, there's so much power, you can get whatever you want. Here's Navdeep Singh, a young man who's, oh my God, this is so brilliant. Man, you made me so happy doing this show. I'm really,
thank you.
My all guests are brilliant. Sare de sare jale mere guests are there, na.
This is the next big thing now.
Big thing.
This is
very big thing.
This is the next big thing. It has been, but it's going to go even further.
That's what we're hoping.
Global and Preeti, all the community worldwide, especially Sikh community, how happy they would be. Say, Mera naam le Allah, mera. He doesn't have to ask them; they will have to ask him.
Exactly. This is. I'm really happy.
I mean,
you've done us proud as Sikhs. You've done us proud.
That's the idea behind the Sikh group. It is solely there to promote and highlight the achievements of Sikhs throughout the world. So that's what we're doing.
We need a person like you. We've always needed it.
I want to get to some very nitty-gritty things now, bit more personal. And I'm trying to get the facts out of this. Dimag insan da kis tarah kaam karda hai. What was your motive behind this? A minute, let me ask you the question. It's question in the question as well.
Okay.
Was it the fame? Was it something your brain said you need to do it, or was it the money you want to have, become a millionaire?
The reason behind doing it was the fact there was nothing there for the community. So in regards to money and things, no, that wasn't a motivator. In fact, when I first sat down with Bhai Sahib Mahendra Singh Ji, the first thing they said to me is, don't do this with a view to make money. It's about promoting the community, it's about connecting the community.
He's put that in your head already?
That was from day one. So that was from the very first thing we said to them. And from that moment, yeah, I'm lucky, I enjoy what I do, I enjoy meeting different people, and like I say, now I'm traveling a lot as well, so every month I'm in a different continent, I'm meeting business people and just growing the network and the work that we do.
Preeti, honestly, let's talk about it. Something you and I can really inspire. Jale Bhai Mahendra Singh, a very well-known person. Sometimes people are negative. There are some people, very few positive. Chali yaar, kithe tu panga le raha, ye ho raha, wo ho raha. The one thing they put in his mind was that tu na loka di apni public di community di seva kar. Or jado mind se leke seva da lafz tu raha na, then all the blessings are going to come with it.
Exactly, to doing it from
out
of love.
Yeah,
and that's when you use love in it. It flourishes.
But Navdeep, ਵੱਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ? I'm going to. ਇਹ ਮੇਰਾ important ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਭ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਨਾ, please must listen ਕਿ don't just lie in bed and think about the weather or think about, honestly.
It is cold out there. I said it is cold out there.
It's cold out there. Or what I'm going to do tomorrow. Don't let your brain go to sleep immediately. Rattle it. Come up with some new ideas. ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ concept ਆਇਆ. I'm sure it's not that you started doing it. It must have taken you years and months to execute the idea, actually.
Oh yeah, It took about 3 years to compile the first
3
one
years
because we had to get all the data. Without the data, see, the Sikh directory is split in two halves. It's not just a directory where you open up and you get businesses. The first half is compiled with literature on Sikhi. So basically, it goes to a lot of colleges, a lot of universities, the fire brigade, the ambulance, the army. They all request copies every year because we've broken it down so that a 5-year-old can pick it up and read it, or a 50-year-old can pick it up and read it. Every topic is compressed to one page. How to recite Simran, what happens at the Gurdwara, Sikh names and the meaning, Sikh websites. It's like an encyclopedia of
So it'll
Sikhi.
be in libraries as well?
Yeah, it's in most major
So
libraries.
you're going to mention like, the cities again, the Gurdwaras in that city, like Spain, Kalo, Cyprus, Kalo.
We've already got a list of all the Gurdwara in Europe. So we've got all the Gurdwaras in Europe, telephone numbers, emails,
But
everything.
will that be in this directory?
It's already in the current directory. But
Nahi,
now,
global
so the international version will now have Gurdwaras from Malaysia, Singapore, wherever the
like Russia or wherever,
Yes.
on unexpected places.
That's really good.
But you know, Preeti, it's, you know, ਵੱਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਦੇਖੋ, lot of people ਸਾਡੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕਿ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਗੂਗਲ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ, how to find out about places of interest or ਗੁਰਦਾਰੇ ਦਾ, ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟਰੀ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਨਾ, ਕਿਸੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਦੇਖੋ ਉੱਥੇ ਗੁਰਦਾਰਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਿਤੇ ਵੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨਾ holiday, the first thing I want to know is ਉੱਥੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਹੈਗਾ।
The first thing, definitely.
It's made things so easy then, rather than going on your mobile phone app, this, that, just go straight to the Sikh directory. That's it, everything's there.
Well, that's what we're hoping. There's 26 million Sikhs in the world. If they all download that app, then there's no problem. You know, everyone can basically find all the information at a touch of a button.
It's perfect.
एक और personal, मेरे में बड़े deep personal question पूछ रहे हैं, because I'm so fascinated with it.
It's fine, it's fine.
पता क्यों, मेरा भी कोई joke सीगा, मेरा friend कोई गल मेरे से बड़ा मजाक करता ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ, और मैंने कहना सी स्कूल तक कभी तू पढ़े नहीं तो बड़ा होशियार कितना हो गया, you know, to say that to me. Were you clever in the school days? Were you genius, to be honest?
I wouldn't say I was a genius, but I was very experimental and entrepreneurial. So
That's what you
I was
did.
always doing something. I was always doing something. So I'm glad that what I'm doing now has paid off and is fruitful.
But you know, especially Preeti, these days, especially now with the tough life, with jobs and unemployment in the country, there is a recession, Brexit not going to help us much anyway, which we'll have a special topic on one day. You had to be genius. You got to come up with some brilliant idea.
But you've also got to have the passion behind you. You've got the entrepreneurial skills.
I mean, when I started the directory, I never thought that within 5 years of starting a directory, I would be then doing events. And that's when we started in 2010. That's when we held the world's first Sikh Awards in the UK. So that was another big milestone for us. And again, that was once I'd built up a network and friends with all these business owners. It was going by what they wanted, and they were saying, you know, Sikhs need to be recognised, need to be honoured, but on a mainstream scale, you know, not just in a little town hall or something somewhere. You know, that's why we got the UK's best venue, the Grosvenor House, Park Lane, and we did the world's first Sikh Awards there on the 10th of October 2010. So it's a very memorable date, 10-10-10.
Oh wow!
Everyone knew where they were.
Now you're getting bigger and bigger, especially during the global directory. So the workforce, have you expanded your workforce, or how many people do you have in you?
Yeah, we've got big teams now. So the Sikh group, we have 4 businesses. One is the Sikh Directory, second is the Sikh Awards, then we have the Sikh 100, and then the Sikh Charity. So between all 4 ventures, we've probably got a team of over 100 people around the world.
Really, around the world.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But for you coming here, I'm sure this will help a lot of people. You know, I'm not moving away from the subject and talking about how people come up with brilliant ideas. This aadmi ne cat's eye banai sigi, the one you put on the roads and all that. You know, we don't even think about it. It's so simple now.
That's right.
Yeah?
But it was an idea. It was something that was needed.
And you know how much money he made on that? Cat's eye.
Yeah.
And it's such a brilliant idea. You know, these kind of, you don't even think about it.
It's a small thing that you think, oh, you know, nobody's done it. There's not a niche, you know, for it. And you don't know where it's going to take you.
Exactly. I'm heading towards being a millionaire, everybody will start running on that direction.
You've got to have an idea.
Well, this is it. I mean, with the Sikh Awards, you know, the people that we honour from in every category. If you look at business, media, sports, seva, charity, education, they're all role models. They all give people, the people that we honour are not just people who excel in that category, it's because they've given something back as well. We look at what seva they've done, then we highlight that to the people and the audience, and then people realise, okay, Sikhs, you know, they have this seva, this one thing built inside them. It's something that we do. So the people that we honour at the awards are real role models for not just Sikhs, but everybody.
Actually, this would be my question after the break, because time only about a minute and a half. This would be my next question. We're going to continue because this is very important about the awards. Directory mind all I'm trying to explore your brain because you got a brilliant brain in your head. No, honestly. And I wish everybody's as ambitious, as clever as you are. And this is the idea to show to our viewers, you know, somebody sitting at home to see a chat show scenario, it can change your life, Preeti, doesn't it?
It changes your life for the better.
For the of course, for the better. Then one is hoping only for the better. कोशिश कर दें इंसान दी देखो मेरा हमेशा ऐसी कोशिश करी मेरे ते प्रीति दी कैसी अदा दी गेस्ट लेके आई है जेडे कि यंगस्टर्स थोड़े बच्चे घर बैठे ने किसी भी एज दे इट्स नो एज इज गुड एज गुड स्टार्ट एज अर्ली एज यू कैन अपना तुसी प्रोग्राम देखो थोड़ा जा कोई हिंट तुसी अदा जो पिक करोगे ना and you wake up with this idea, you could be really changing your life big time. I think Preeti, time very fast जा रहा है, we should have a short break.
Yes.
What do you reckon?
We need a short break.
I think मैंने कड़ी बड़ी आवाज़ आ रही है from the control room के go for the break. गल्ला करने बहुत है गए नवदीप के नाल असी उन्होंने एक्सपीरियंस और शेयर करेंगे और गलबात करते रहेंगे ते असी बड़ी कोशिश करते कि हर वीक अद्धा अद्धा दे गेस्ट लेके ताकि तुहानू बड़े एजुकेशनल इंफॉर्मेटिव प्रोग्राम मिलन ते असी छोटे जे ब्रेक लेने प्लीज डू नॉट गो टू फार थोड़े देर टाइम है चाय बना के फटाफट वापस आओ ते असी फिर अपनी गल्लां जारी रखेंगे प्रीति
more things to discuss about Navdeep Singh.
Thank you जी अगेन मैं जिदा कि असी ब्रेक लेने सत श्री अकाल
अकाल चैनल ਨੂੰ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰੋ ਨਵੀਂ ਵੀਡੀਓਜ਼ ਦੀ ਨੋਟੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਬੈਲ ਆਈਕਨ ਨੂੰ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰਨਾ ਨਾ ਭੁੱਲਣਾ
Welcome back in the second part. अगर तुसी हुनी join किया I've got very interesting person. मेरे सारे shows interesting होंगे ने and obviously मैंने आज कुछ जास्ती अच्छा लग रहा है the way things he's come up with Navdeep Singh, the founder and CEO of Sikh Group दा ते असी अपनी गल्लां जारी रखेंगे बड़ी बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग गल्लां हुई आज प्रीति wasn't it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Really,
I'm really happy that we've
I think मनु नहीं पता तुहानू सारे मजा कि नहीं मनते प्रीति ने बहुत मजा आया.
Yeah, well, I'm so honoured. I'm so honoured and I'm so glad that we've got a person like Navdeep Singh
exactly
in our community. He's doing such a big thing and there's more yet to come and the next generation it's really important this
absolutely चलो ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਜਾਰੀ ਮੈਂ ਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਤੀ ਘੱਟ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਤੀ let's talk to the guest now ਅਸੀਂ ਜੇ ਜਾਸਤੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗੇ ਤੇ ਗੈਸਟ ਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ ਨਵਦੀਪ ਜੀ ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੋਟਸ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੀਏ ਰਾਈਟ you know again you from directory you moving into votes ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਈਡੀਆ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਨਾਲ is there no linked with each other kind of thing
it's kind of linked because I was on to my 5th year for producing a directory and I wanted to get the people that were advertising the directory together. So initially it started off as a networking event, but then, you know, as with everything I'm doing, I always go and speak to business leaders. So I probably spoke to about 50 or 100 business leaders in the UK saying I want to organise this event. And as I was meeting and speaking and meeting everyone, it slowly turned into, you know, the world's first Sikh Awards. We were honouring Sikhs in business, media, sports, education, throughout every field, every field of life, and that had never been done before. You've had various ceremonies where a Sikh would get honoured, or locally in the community would give someone an award, but to do something on this scale with the press and media that we had all lined up and our partners and sponsors, it was a very big thing that happened in 2010.
Can I hope on the national TV that Mr. Navdeep Singh, the founder and the CEO of Sikh Group, Akaal Channel will be a media partner hopefully in the future.
We would love to. You know, we're always open to working with anyone and everyone basically with regards to media. So yeah, it's something that we can definitely discuss.
It's बहुत important. देख मैं हमेशा कहना प्रीति ते मेरा सारा मकसद ही हैगा to highlight with what you're doing. You know, you could do something big in south of London, or maybe just in London, a big city, to make yourself known so quick, and switch off a button, you put on a channel, Sky 760, the whole world will be able to know you. Honestly, it's a big thing, you know that. And so quick.
The first Sikh Awards we did in 2010, we actually had Sony TV as one of our partners. And they then aired the show around the world. And then I started getting phone calls from India and from America saying, you're doing the Sikh Awards, you need to honour this person, you should honour this person. Yeah. And then at that time I was thinking, how am I going to put on a show and get these people from abroad to come? But again, you know, with God's grace, everybody that we've contacted and notified that they're winning, they've come on their own esteem and they've supported in that way, because that is support as well, to take a flight, accommodation, and to make their way to London, many for the first time. That's big support that they've shown on their side to make their way to the event wherever it is. I mean, we've done 5 years in London, then we've done Delhi, Toronto, last year just gone Nairobi, and we're very looking forward to now our 10th anniversary this year. And I'm pleased to announce that this year the awards are going to be in Amritsar in November.
That's going to be a big one.
Very good. Dekho, बहुत important है, because I'm glad you mentioned that कोई other media दे नाल to make aware to the wider community as well makes sense. But एक चीज़ होती है जिदा मैं we have not had a chance to talk. I don't know how much you know about Akaal Channel. We are officially the #1 channel in UK, Punjabi channel. We are only 5 years old, the youngest in UK. And we are really sky high now. And the most important thing is, we only talked a little bit about the Akaal Channel. We are very strong in India as well. We got over 10 studios all over, like even Mumbai. We only done the testing on the transmission about a week ago.
Okay.
And it's running it up now on the television.
Excellent.
And the big cities in India as well. Half of the Punjab, they can see us on the television. The half other one will be covering soon within a few months.
Perfect.
Akaal Channel has always got some brand breaking news. We like to surprise people every time, every few months. And we are so honored, so happy to be part of Akaal Channel. When you see Sikh community, Sikh directory, Sikh awards, doesn't that make sense that Sikh top media Akaal Channel this is your channel. Sorry, you know the important thing, directory Sikha di hai. The channel is Sikha da hai. Jidna mera right, jidna Preeti da right, you all have the same right as we have it. Achi sirf different achi seva kar rahe on the Akaal Channel to execute and bring the shows like you're doing it. This is really fantastic. Hun edich category de vich you know bahut hard hai, tusi kis tarah pick karte ho bande jela wo Sikh award hai.
So basically the Sikh Awards, I'm proud to say, is totally transparent, 100% above board. We actually have a judging panel that come in every year, 5 independent judges.
It's a judging panel, independent.
And they're from different faiths, they're not all Sikh.
Fantastic.
Oh, okay. Why did you make it different, not Sikhs?
The beauty of Sikhi is that we work and get along with every faith. So why not allow them to judge the people that are being put forward? Now, the nominations we receive every day, we're receiving 10, 15 nominations from all over the world for all the categories. You know, we've got 10 categories: business, media, sports, education, entertainment, seva, charity, the Lifetime Achievement Award, and even the Special Recognition Award, which I'll tell you all about in a second. But the judges come together for 1 or sometimes 2 days, and they physically go through every nomination that's received. So we basically have a form that everyone fills out on our website. It takes a few minutes and then they're into the system. Then we contact every person that's nominated saying, right, now we need the proof, supporting information.
This has been said about you and this is fantastic.
And then we build a pack on everybody, and the judges sit round and they go through and they score everybody on what they've done in sports or media or entertainment, and then they judge them on the seva they've done. So 2 elements. And the highest scoring is the winner. And that's who we then contact and invite to the awards on the day. But everything is done, you know, under strict guidelines.
Point scoring.
Basically, yeah, through the information that we've received.
Honestly, again, as I said, I'm picking up the points here. It's done professionally, very professionally, truly and transparently. Independent judges anke decide kar de. It's not that tusi I'm not going to mention India, Pakistan, ke utte ki ho raha hota, different story hundi hai. It's really jado achi kite jidda nande dase anna ne Amritsar karna end of the year award of the function. You know, the work goes behind this is totally unimaginable.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Well, as soon as one ceremony finishes, you have to start preparing the next day for next year's. So there's no stop, there's no grace period.
But the job in itself, I mean, the amount of people that work on one a nominee, like you said you had how many people that get
200 people.
Oh, for each category, you're looking over 100, easy.
Over 100,
easy.
And how much work that goes behind just
putting together for one nomination? Yeah, this is why we need the big teams behind us to actually make sure the information is correct before we put it in front of the judges. We don't want to put something in front of the judges which is not right, because again, you know, they may be clued up on that area or that person.
So for one person, approximately how long does it take for you to get that information on one person?
You'd be surprised the amount of people that actually have the information to hand. You know, some people will send it by post, some people will email me a document.
Because they all want to be part of it and they want to show their...
They all want to be recognised, definitely. So yeah, people collate information, like if you were ever in the newspaper or if your business was ever in the paper, you'd keep that article and we just ask for a photocopy and then we do our own research on the back of that. And there's various websites and tools that you use online to make sure the information provided is secure.
Well, I'll tell you something, you're going to get a lot more now while it's going on television.
We welcome them. I mean, you'd be surprised. Every year we have the awards, we honour the people, and I think to myself, right, we're not going to be able to get anybody better in this category now. But the Sangat, you know, Sikhs and non-Sikhs, they amaze you by putting these people forward. I mean, I have people from, you know, America who don't even really know what Sikhs are, but have seen someone, heard about the awards and thought, you know what, this would be good for your community, you should honour this person.
Now, before we move on to the next one, and mere paas ਹੋਰ ਕਾਫੀ question but the time is going so quick. देखो ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਕਿ Navdeep, the founder and the CEO, ਕਿੰਨਾ hard work ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ, and I personally feel that he should be nominated for the award as well, you know, which doesn't get seen. एक बंदा एक दिमाग जिन्हें सारा कुछ the whole concept ने तैयार किया है, so much hard work. आज किते you know चढ़दियां कलां दे ऊपर है, is going, you know, sky high. ते ओदी recognition मैं हमेशा pray करूँगा किते न किते दिखाई देगी, and I hope कि मेरे वर्गा थोड़ा recommend करेगा कभी कि definitely be voted. I think Navdeep सारे पर time, as I said, going very quick. I believe there is another category तुसी कर रहे हो. I'm so amazed जेरे तुसी ना idea लेके आ रहे हो.
So our third venture, it's the Sikh 100.
Exactly. पहला तुसी directory किती है, फिर तुसी Sikh award किते रहे हो, Sikh 100 in the world.
That's right. So basically,
idea कितना आया तुमने?
Again, you know, after producing the awards, after a number of years, we had compiled and collated quite a lot of data and a lot of people contacts, and people approached me with various ideas and suggestions. Maybe you should try this, maybe you should try that. As we stand, we've probably got 5 or 6 ventures lined up looking to launch in the next 5 to 10 years. But every venture takes a lot of research, production, and then when you're ready to launch, it has to be 100% spot on. So we launched the Sikh 100 in 2012. I think that was on our third Sikh Awards. And initially people were asking me to do a rich list. Forbes, they do 100 lists and, you know, top 100 richest persons, top 100 sporty personalities. But then again, you know, speaking with my mentor, Bhai Sabji, suggested just do a list on power and influence rather than wealth, which would be too easy. Power and influence gives you a lot wider scope, a bigger pot to pick from. So now we have 26 million Sikhs in the world, and to condense that and to get that down to the top 100 is always a task.
I can imagine.
So again,
I can imagine.
we have a panel that goes through all the nominations that's received for that. Again, the nominations are received through that website, thesikh100.com. And it's amazing. When I produced the first one, I thought, right, got the list, that's it. But every year, people pass away, people get demoted, people get promoted, and people get new jobs. So it's like the charts. People are moving up and down constantly. I think the 2018 list was the first time we had 7 ministers from around the world. So it was a very powerful list that we've made in 2018. And 19, we've already got some good recommendations. So every year, there's people within our community that need to be in that list.
I think this will be the biggest award I can think of. You know, weren't they between 100 pick and for the person who's nominated and who actually wins it, oh my God, this is a lifetime achievement. Hey, Kada, to see actually when you're hoping to have the, you know, the award function. Okay, so you've got confused. With the 100, we don't have awards functions.
The 100 is a list that's released every year at the awards, and it's actually a publication. So it's more of a informative kind of project.
That's informative.
So the awards are, Sikh awards are where we honour people in business, media, sports. The Sikh 100 is like a Forbes list online, or there's a publication that you can read.
There's presence is not there at the time when the awards are there, because they'll be online.
Majority of the 100 are actually in the room. I mean, I'm pleased to say now, the 100 people we have in that list are actually good friends of mine now, from right up to the Jathedar of the Akaal Takht and most of the Gurdwara, to the politicians and to the business people and everyone that we have included.
I think the best very strongly repent karanga, because it's a live show. Nominees release na kariye hari, because that should be a surprise, to be honest.
We only announced the winners on the night. So the winners are announced on the night. So this year, as we said, our 10th awards will be in Amritsar, and we'll be announcing this year's winners and also releasing the Sikh 100 2019.
This is the one in November we're talking about.
And, yeah.
Preeti, apni seat book kar liya apna hone. No, we got
it's
to
going to be
that.
a busy time.
Yeah.
It's going to be a busy time in Amritsar during that week of November. They're expecting over 3 million Sikhs from around the world
3 million.
to attend Guru Nanak Dev Ji's 550th.
Of course, the biggest ever.
So we're actually working this year in line with the Indian government and the Punjab government, who have requested that we bring the awards to India in the first place. So it's on their say-so that this is why we're taking the awards to Amritsar.
मैं ना बड़ी honestly कहना पे very sincerely and humbly and मेरे दिलों अरदास करांगे कि मैंने hope करांगे कि मनु रब लो उन्हें दी इजाज़त मिलेगी कि मैं उससे attend कर सका. मेरी personal wish है honestly, because this is something मैं अपनी अक्खां दे नाल okay, so Akaal Channel is there because hopefully we'll be there to show that around the world, पर एक live देखने में कुछ और गल होएगी. Definitely, wasn't it, Preeti?
Of course, seeing it live is
साढ़े 500
different.
साल दी celebration होएगी, and साड़ी जेडी, you know, the supremo अपना Akaal Takht visit करने दा time लगेगा.
And it's good you were mentioning earlier with regards to people having ideas and thoughts of how to start a business or a venture, because this now takes us on to our 4th venture, which is launching this year, called the Sikh Charity. And the Sikh Charity is basically a charitable organisation or an entrepreneurial fund, like you may have seen Dragon's Den on TV or Shark Tank in America, where we are now launching a platform where not just Sikhs, anyone can send us a 3-minute video of their business idea or a product they want to launch, and we will fund and give them a mentor in their country, wherever they are in the world, to get their vision into reality. So we're building people into business now.
This
so
is really a big
we have
step further.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing.
It's a big
so we're
step
looking
further.
forward to doing that.
I don't think you're going to disclose that, because I don't think I should be even asking you that. But still, I don't know if you're going to give it out. Next key, what are you?
There's so many.
We've
got a good 4 or 5 ventures in the pipeline that are all being currently researched and seeing if they're feasible to actually bring to market. So there's always people in the community coming to us with ideas and suggestions, and the ones we deem fit, the ones we bring to market and move forward on.
What do your family think about you? Obviously good things. They must be proud of you. That's that's definitely a silly question.
No, I'm sure they're.
You're a busy man.
Sure when they do get to see me, I'm sure they're proud and happy that I'm in this kind of line of work, and you know, it's all about Sangat. So the Sangat I'm keeping now is truly unbelievable, and sometimes some of the people I'm meeting and seeing, you know, you have to pinch yourself sometimes to. Was you just having a meeting with this person? So it's one of those things.
I have a question. Going back way when you was at university, did you have this dream?
No, I didn't. I didn't know what I was going to do. You know,
Oh
just a lot of this kind of fell into place, and it's. I'm a big believer in Kismet. You know, a lot of this happens for a reason. So now I don't plan anything. I'm just take every day as it comes, and whatever comes up, we deal with it.
You know, always say कि तुसी ना रब कहना तुसी 2 कदम चलो ते मैं थोड़े ना 4 कदम चलांगा. So you know, you just can't sit at home and think मैं lottery buy कर ली तो मैं win करांगा. Because a person like me has been buying for the last 30 years. Nothing has happened so far. So you know, falls दा दी तुसी उम्मीद रखते हो. more practical होनी चाहिए. मेरा मकसद है, प्रीति दा मकसद शो दा ही हुंदा कि तुसी program देखो. it can change your life. Sometimes Navdeep to nahi pata si ke ina ne ki karna when jadoo Preeti ne kiya ke jadoo when you were the university. It's always nice to know when you're younger, 14, 15, when you're heading to do something. Pehla tusi focus karo. Preeti, there's something we forgot. Chalo next week karenge ude bare par je tusi quickly read out karna.
There's something for everybody here. In order to achieve accomplishments, one must first accomplish determination.
बहुत especially ने पढ़ाया गया. Just happened to be कि ना Preeti got it. मैं it's very nice and it fits with what we're talking about today. 100%. अगर तुसी अपनी determination, अपना destination नहीं focus करते रखते, you can never get to the destination.
You can't get to the goal, exactly.
बहुत अच्छी है. नवदीप जी सारे पास कुछ 5-6 मिनट है ने. I enjoyed your interview. बहुत मैं सीखा, बहुत कुछ learn किया.
We're so proud to have
मैं चाहूँगा कि तुसी कैमरे पर देखिए. What advice will you give to youngsters or even people like me? Because कभी ना सोचूं कि मैं बड़ा हो गया कि मैं नहीं कर सकता. You can still do it.
No, I mean there's hundreds of stories and role models you can look at out there who started business in their 30, 40, 50s and even 60s and made a success. So I don't think there's ever a right time. If you have something in your mind, I say just go out, do it, strive for it. Everything, if it's meant to be, it will be.
Very
Beautifully
good.
Said.
But this is a true story. Years ago, I met an English guy. His father was in a coal mine up in the Midlands. And at the age of 55, he started doing law, Preeti. On a law karke, and eventually he turned a barrister.
Amazing.
A coal miner's son. And he just woke up at 55 thinking, I'm going to do this.
It's never too late.
So this is what I mean. Jada thode dimag ch idea. No, don't give up. Ke main hun inna saal 40 da ho gaya, 45 da ho gaya, 50 da ho gaya. रब तुमने बख्शे जिंदगी 100 साल भी कर सकता तो 50 साल तुसी टाइम पास ही करना है तुसी लोगों ने पूछो जेरे रिटायर होंदे की करना कहंदे मैं टाइम पास करदा he might live another 40 50 years.
That's it.
You know what, it's so funny na.
You just don't know.
Time भी पास कर Preeti आज तुसी मुझे दसो so what's your agenda next, what you going to do now?
What am I going to do now? Well, a bit more of my views will be present and I hope ਸਾਡੀ Sikh community will enjoy ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਹੋਰ future ਦੇ programs ਅਸੀਂ ਲਿਆਉਣੇ ਆ and my commitment to Akaal Channel.
Thank you very much. ਬੜਾ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਕਮਿਟ ਕਰਦੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦਿਖਾਈ ਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ ਵੈਸੇ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਥੋੜੇ 4 ਮਿੰਟ ਲੱਗੇ ਭਾਜੀ ਨਵਦੀਪ you know it's so interesting ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਚਾਹਾਂਗਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ future ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਬਣਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਪਲਾਨ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ please ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਚੈਨਲ ਆਪਣਾ ਚੈਨਲ I said we invite you officially on behalf of Akaal Channel team ਕਿ use ਕਰੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਚੈਨਲ ਨੂੰ use ਕਰੋ ਦੇ ਅਕਾਲ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਚੈਨਲ so let's get it a bigger and worldwide holy it would be nice through Akaal Channel or whoever channel as a wider community you know it's no good just keeping within our community.
Definitely
you need to go out as well.
I like the fact that it's with other charities as well.
Yeah, no, we have to work. We work. The Sikh group is a very multicultural group, so we encourage work with other faiths and people from other backgrounds, and this is how the word gets out. You know, although the Sikh directory only has Sikh businesses, it's sent out to everyone.
You said that way in the beginning, actually, because you had first different judges from different backgrounds.
That's right.
Which now has fell in quite nicely to do charities and they're going to spread the word.
Definitely.
So it's worked really nicely.
I am honestly totally amazed. There are now to see a concept like I and it's going to get bigger and bigger, especially to see, you know, top 100 globally. It's a big achievement for the person receiving it and for the person who's doing it as well. You know, कितनी बड़ी थोड़ा भी नाम रोशन हो रहा है.
It's a good seva. This is what Sikhs are doing good for others as well and recognizing the charities.
No, definitely.
बहुत सवाल रह गए हैं. I'm sure प्रीति पास भी बहुत सवाल से ਅਸੀਂ near future तक नवदीप ਨੂੰ ਵਾਪਸ ਬੁਲਾਵਾਂਗੇ. Aji, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate and I wish you well.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
No problem.
प्रीति चलो कुछ half a minute थोड़े पास है minute तक you want to wrap it up अपना You know, ਜਦੋਂ show ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰੋ ਪਤਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਖਤਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ.
I know it's gone so quick. The time's gone so quick, and I wish we just had so much more time. That's what I would like to say. But yeah, again, we will be bringing Navdeep Singh back onto the show. I'm sure everybody would like to see what happens when the awards take place.
Thank you प्रीति पर एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट गल है प्रीति ने बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट गल कही है कि टाइम की तुसी गल कीती है टाइम डज नॉट स्टॉप फॉर एनीवन यू गॉट टू रन इट एंड कैच इट जिन्नी फास्ट ये तुसी तुर के जाओगे ना ये तो मिलियंस लोग भी तुर के जाते हैं यू कैन बी वन डिफरेंट इंडिविजुअल टू कम आउट ऑफ द बॉटलनेक बड़े लोग कोशिश करते हैं बॉटलनेक से बाहर निकल के कि मैं कुछ अचीव करा इट्स नॉट दैट इजी इट्स नॉट ओनली हार्ड वर्क किस्मत की होंदी हार्ड वर्क की होंदी है दे वर्क लाइन टू लाइन टुगेदर प्रीति you know together कल्ला हार्ड वर्क करो भी कुछ नहीं होंदा समटाइम्स किस्मत भी चाहिए है चलो इन द एंड नवदीप जी थैंक यू सो मच ਅਸੀਂ अगेन दोबारा ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸ਼ੁਕਰਾਨਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ we will keep in touch because you're doing such a fantastic job ਆਖਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਸ਼ੁਕਰਾਨਾ ਕਰਨਾ for watching Akaal Channel प्लीज़ ऐसे तरह से सपोर्ट करो सेम टाइम सेम प्लेस तो ना मुलाकात होगी तब तक रंग रखा सत श्री अकाल जी।